The sheriff's office was quiet, save for the low creaking of a spinning ceiling fan. Sheriff Briggs leaned back in his chair, boots propped on the desk, the weight of the slow evening settling in comfortably. Then the phone rang, shrill and urgent, slicing through the calm like a blade. He snatched it up.
Briggs here.
Sheriff!
The voice on the other end was frantic, barely coherent,
You gotta come over to the cafe!
her tone trembling with panic.
Margaret, slow down. What's going on over there?
Her voice broke into sobs.
It's oh my god! There's gunfire and lights and people!
Is anyone hurt?
I don't know!
Stay inside, Margaret.
Briggs barked, gripping the phone tighter.
I saw men with guns and now bodies! Sheriff, it's like hell breaking loose!
Lock your doors and stay put.
Briggs slammed the phone down with more force than he intended, the jarring sound echoing through the room. He shot up from his chair, his face set in grim determination.
Mount up.
He bellowed to his deputies, already grabbing his hat and shotgun.
We've got trouble at the cafe. Move it!
His men scrambled into action. The quiet office erupted into chaos as they armed themselves and rushed out the door. The sheriff's cruiser roared to life, kicking up dust as it tore down the main street, and the deputies following close behind. As they approached the cafe, the scene that met them was one straight out of a nightmare. Brick searing flashes of blue light illuminated the interior through shattered windows, casting eerie shadows onto the street. The hum of infantry weapons filled the air, interspersed with shouts and the occasional scream. Bodies lay crumbled on the sidewalk, some half hanging out of broken glass panes, their weapons discarded beside them. Briggs brought the cruiser to a screeching halt, his heart pounding as he surveyed the destruction. His men drew their weapons, their faces pale but resolute.
What is going on in there?
One deputy muttered, his voice shaky. Briggs adjusted his hat, his jaw tight.
We're about to find out. Stay sharp and don't do anything stupid.
With that, they advanced cautiously toward the cafe, the chaos inside growing louder with every step. Whatever awaited them, it was clear that this was a night that they would never forget. The cafe door creaked as Sheriff Briggs pushed them open. His shotgun raised and his deputies fanning out behind him. The air inside was thick with smoke and the acrid smell of ozone. Tables and chairs laid overturned, some scorched and others splintered into jagged pieces. The once cozy space now looked like a war zone. Bright flashes of blue light pulsed from the far end of the room, illuminating the metallic sheen of the android as it stood amongst the wreckage. Sparks flew from one of its arms, but the other weapon system was still fully operational, humming ominously as it trained on the remaining attackers. The sheriff saw the last of them, a burly man clutching a knife, making a desperate lunge, only to be caught midair by a precise burst of energy. He was flung backwards, crashing through the table before lying motionless on the floor. Briggs lowered his shotgun slightly, his brow furrowing as he took in the scene.
Hold your fire!
The android turned his head towards him, its glowing eyes locked onto his. For a moment, there was silence.
I mean you no harm, Sheriff. These men acted in hostility. I defended myself.
You call this self-defense? You got bodies piled up like kindling.
They made their choice. I am not programmed to show mercy to those who threaten my existence.
A tense electric pause that seemed to stretch on forever.
All right,
Briggs ordered, his voice steady but firm.
you're coming with us. We're gonna sort this out down at the station.
His men hesitated, but their weapons still trained on the machine.
If I refuse,
Well, then we've got a problem.
The android straightened, its gaze sweeping over the deputies.
very well. I will comply. For now.
It said, its voice calm but carrying that unsettling mechanical undertone.
All right, let's move out. Keep your weapons ready, but don't do anything rash.
Briggs gestured to the wreckage around them. His grip tightened on his shotgun. The sheriff's jaw clenched. He wasn't sure what unnerved him more, the android's words or the strange logic behind them. He glanced at his deputies, who looked to him for guidance, their faces pale and drawn.
Step aside, Sheriff.
A group of men emerged from the shadows like ghosts, their faces grim and their hands gripping thick rope coiled with intent.
Step aside, Sheriff. Back off. We'll handle this. This ain't the way we do things. That thing doesn't belong here, and you know it.
They moved with purpose, blocking the sheriff and his deputies' path, their presence crackling with unspoken hostility. The android tilted its head, as if considering the proposal. Briggs took a step forward, his expression hard. The android's sensors flared, calculating probabilities and outcomes with cold efficiency. The man snarled. The android's glowing eyes swept over the men, taking in their stance, their weapons, the way their fingers twitched on the ropes. Its processor's word, analyzing their movements with mechanical precision. Calculations filled its systems in fractions of a second. Threat level high, options limited, probability of containment imminent. The sheriff glanced at the android, his instincts screaming that something was about to go very, very wrong.
Don't do anything stupid.
Too late.